Alright, yesterday we talked about adding and subtracting polynomials. Today we are going to start the process of multiplying polynomials, specifically monomials and binomials today. So, if we have a monomial being multiplied by something else, a binomial, trinomial, or polynomial, you're going to treat it like the distributive property. You're going to multiply this negative 5n to everything. So you're going to multiply your coefficients like normal. So negative 5 times negative 7, that's 35. And then remember from last unit that if you are multiplying bases, the same base, you add the exponent. So I have an n here and I have two n's here. That means I have 3 n's total. This is going to be 35 n cubed. When I go on to the next term, my coefficients will multiply to negative 20. I have 2 n's total. So it's going to be n squared. Third term, my coefficients will multiply to positive 30, negative 6 times negative 5, and I have 1 n there, that monomial. And then, this is written in standard form, and there are no like terms, so that's my answer. Now, you can only apply that product property to the same variable. So in example 2, when we go to do the distributive property, it's monomial to a trinomial. You're going to multiply your coefficients. And then I have an x here and 2 x's there. That's x cubed. This y doesn't have anything else, so it's 1. Then my coefficients in the second term will multiply to negative 18. I've got 2 x's, 2 y's. In my third one, my coefficients will multiply to negative 36. I only have 1 x this time, and I have 3 y's. And then since this is in standard form, we are done. None of them are like terms. Nope. Okay, let's try a couple more. I want you to go ahead and hit pause here so you can try this yourself. I'm just going to give answers this part. Moving on. If we multiply a binomial by a binomial, there's an acronym that we use to remember what goes what. It's basically just double distributive property. So you don't have to remember this. So it only works for binomial times a binomial. But we use the acronym FOIL. And FOIL stands for first, outer, inner, last. So the idea is this. I need to multiply the distributive property of this binomial to this one twice. So this one, I'm going to start with my first two terms. First in each binomial. So x times 3x is 3x squared. Then I'm going to go to my outside. So I'm going to keep this same starting point, but I'm going to go to the other term, my outer term. Negative 4 times x is negative 4x. I'm going to go to my inner, so now I'm going to move to that second term of my first binomial. Or positive 5 times 3x, that is 15x. And then finally, you're going to take the last term in each binomial. And let's go. Minus 20. And then you'll notice that I've got some like terms that I can combine here. So this is going to become 3x squared plus 11x minus 20. Really, it's just the distributive property test. If you're feeling good about this, you can already stop it and check it out yourself. So I'm going to multiply my first two terms together, so that's going to be negative 21 n squared. I'm going to go to the outside, that's going to give me a plus 6n. I'm going to go to my inside, it's going to give me a negative 14n. And finally, I'm going to go to my last, it's going to give me a plus 4. So this is going to become negative 21 n squared. These are like terms. And you have yourself an answer. Sort of tricky thing about example 2 is that you're not allowed to just sort of distribute this squared. You actually have to write it out. So I'm going to write out 2x minus 6 squared looks like this. And if you just apply the sort of power to the power rule here, you're going to miss out on this middle term, whatever this guy is. So you actually cannot do that. You have to write it out every time. Then you can apply that FOIL idea, or the distributive idea, that first two terms of each binomial get multiplied together, followed by your outer two terms, followed by your inner terms, followed by the last terms. 4x squared minus 24x plus 36. There's an additional way to go about solving a binomial by a binomial. Some people prefer this method. This is called the box method. What's going to happen is you're going to set each term along the perimeter. So my first binomial, I would separate that as 3a and plus 3 along the outside of a box. And then on the outside of this one would be 5a and plus 1. And then sort of like the multiplication tables that you did when you were in elementary school, where you find two terms and you multiply them together and where they meet in the middle. That's kind of what's going to happen. We're just going to multiply each thing. So 5a times 3a, that's going to give me 15a squared. Then for this box, it's 5a and 3. That's a plus 15a. 1 and 3a is going to give me 3a. And 1 and 3 will give me 3. So that when I'm done, I can just write it out and then combine my like terms. 15a squared, 15a plus 3a plus 3. Some like terms there in the middle for my linear term. This is what I am getting as an answer. Go ahead and try these next two however you feel fit. I'm just going to give answers. You can either use the distributive method, which we use called FOIL, or you can make that box and just multiply each box. It's up to you how you want to do it. While you're working, hit pause so you can do the work yourself and then just check your answer. give the rest of the hour to work on homework.